Hello, my name is Mordred and I'd like to welcome you to episode 5 of this Let's Play Prophecy of Pendor 3.7. As you can see, I've just been adjusting my sound volume, so hopefully the sound quality will be a bit better this time. Another thing which I noticed is my sound input was actually coming through my webcam rather than the headset which I'm currently wearing. That's been changed, so hopefully the sound quality will also improve and you'll get less of the clickety-clatter of using my keyboard and mouse. Let's hope anyway. So let's bring up the game. We are here near Sarleon, and we were going to Lauria, I believe, to look for companions. Oh, and I remembered, we were actually going to take Kavira, so while we're here in Sarleon, let's go and grab her. I misread my list. So Kavira is in fact on the team. Rain isn't. Yeah. I believe that we'll be able to afford Kavira. She's not the most expensive, but she is a very effective close combat character. There we are. We now have Kavira. Let's go and have a word with her. Put her in the right position. She is indeed infantry. Good. Let's have a look. Manage. She is polearms and throwing weapons, I think. Does she have any block skill though? Not really, so we'll keep her as a polearm. She does have an excellent man opener. That's the massive spear thing sticking there out there over her shoulder. Start upgrading her armor. Upgrade your weapons as follows. Polearms. Throwing weapon, throwing weapon, throwing weapon. Yes. Excellent. That's her done. The next thing I wanted to check is to put the highest level character at the top. Is what I usually do. So that is currently in the correct order. The reason for this is when characters pick from the inventory, when you say check for what gear you need, it's always done in terms of how high up this list they are, so the people at the top get first dibs. So generally you want your top people in the top gear, so you put them at the top. And apparently I have leveled up as well, so we'll take a look at that. We want to improve our agility, and the next point we can do that is 15. We'd also quite like to improve power strike. So that means that we hit harder. Weapon Master would be nice, simply because it means that we can increase our points higher, essentially. There is basically a soft cap, and we've probably reached it already because we only have level 1 Weapon Master. So it just means that our skills will go up very, very slowly. While if we improve Weapon Master, then our skills will go up more quickly. Like you can see that we cannot anymore improve one-handed or two-handed weapons. So yes, I think agility, although if we took intelligence, that would actually give us 2 points to spend. But no, we need to start working on the agility, although pathfinding is intelligence. But we seem to be pretty quick on the field, so I'm not too concerned about that. I think this 1 point I am going to put into Iron Flesh just to make us a bit tougher. Although Weapon Master would be a worthy choice as well. Spotting would be nice. Inventory, there's so many skills that we need. And that's one of the downsides to this build. It's fine. Okay, so how much money do we have? 5,000. We should still be able to afford a couple of people. Whoa, I know. We need to run away from the Empire. The Empire still does not like us. We could actually go down to the Deshara after this trip, or we could go and become a mercenary to the Feardsvane and join whichever war it is they're in. Oh no, they're against the Deshara, aren't they? Well, maybe we'll join Sarlian as a mercenary then. Let's do 3 of them and 1 of them. Upgrade 2 more light infantry, 2 more sellswords, no, 1 more sellsword, 3 more Pendor recruits. Oh, and we have some Vacavi horse who upgrade to the Vacavian knights. So maybe you can't get the bowman. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay, Lauria, almost there. Lauria is of course the home of the Clarion Call. One of the more, well, they're interesting because they're kind of mounted archers rather than horse archers. Jocelyn is one that we do want. Is there anyone upstairs? No. It's closed off. There's nothing upstairs. So Quick Fen, of course. A certain broker with a certain people. We don't have the relation with those people yet, so we can't do anything with them. Jocelyn, what do you want? Jocelyn is on my list, right? Let me just go and check real quick. I have it written on a notepad here. Jocelyn is indeed on my list. He's against Diev but likes Bodis, and we do not currently have Leslie, so maybe we'll wait on Jocelyn actually. Yeah, we'll wait on you until we get Leslie, and then we'll bring in Jocelyn. There does need to be a kind of a set order to how you do this, otherwise Diev would leave. Jocelyn would be happy because Bodis is there already, but Diev wouldn't. Who's this? Noldor Rangers. So, talking of those certain people, we'll stay away from them. Okay, I wanted to check who Feardsvain are at war with. They are at war with Dashar. I don't really want to fight them. Sarleon's fighting Ravenstern, so yeah, we'll become a mercenary for Sarleon for the moment. That allows us to attack both Ravenstern and Bacchus, so we can hit quite a few caravans and things. In order to do that, we need to find a lord who is in his castle. There's no one there. You are currently in a fight, which I think I might actually join. Yeah, definitely. So we're joining Baron Charles. Sup, dude? Okay, so I have slightly reduced our weapon combat size to 800. I think it's just going to be slightly less laggy that way. I am just charging with everyone for the moment because it kind of looks like our entire army is doing that. Be nice to get a couple of kills, a bit more experience for the people. Is that a clarion call? I think it is. Yeah, it is. And the nice new Empire armor, looking rather dashing. One of the new things with the 3.7, the Empire has had quite a few graphical updates. They look a lot cooler. A lot less Roman, actually, which is probably a good thing. They're a modern Rome, they're not a Roman Rome. The way I always kind of envision them is, imagine if Rome had survived until the 13 or 1400s, what would they look like? Don't tell them to lose to a Kierguard, that's better. Kierguards are one of the weakest infantry. I mean top tier infantry, I should say. They have decent armour, but that's about it really. Okay, we win. We lost nothing. Our side lost very little and their side lost quite a lot. Good. Right, continue. Thanks for our help. So Sarlian really likes us and Bacchus likes us less, which is totally fine by me. Let's have a look at what these items are. Empire halberd and some fairly poor armour. See what you need. Oh, you did equip some stuff. Good. Done. And I leveled up to level 7, so another level point. Fantastic. So this point can go into Weapon Master, I think. There we are. Now I can put some points into two-handed weapons. Quite a few points apparently. There we go. Lovely. And now I need to go and look for a lord in his castle. This guy might be going back. He's going back to Marleon's. So I'll be able to catch him in Marleon's. In fact, Mulbert's here. So let's have a meeting with Lord Mulbert. I'm at your service. Ah, this is one of the dudes that we fought with. So he doesn't like us, but because we fought together, he likes us a little more. So you should always try and talk to lords who you fought with. This is something I'd entirely forgotten to do. So maybe I should go back towards where that fight was going on and speak to all the lords that we fought with. Any tasks? Oh, I don't really want to give you Diev. No, sorry. Because sometimes they do glitch and you never get your companions back. I don't know if that's still the case with this build actually. Not sure. It's one of the things I would kind of expect to have been fixed, but I don't know if it was. Gaidon, were you at that fight? Brigands. Where are you? Zoom in a little. No, really, where are you? There you are. I might catch the 6 as well to make this a more interesting fight. It is. Excellent. So, 17 against our 49, just for a bit of practice. we will group everyone together. So infantry there, cavalry there, archers here, infantry stand closer. Archers don't need to. I kind of want them spread out a little more so they have more shooting arcs. I need to change the cell swords to archers, I think. Yeah. There's a horse standing in the way. Lovely. I mean, if you really wanted to kind of manipulate the game almost, then you could have any mounted troops you have and then dismount them in front of your army and their horses basically become a wall. It is very much manipulating the mechanics of the game though, so I don't particularly like doing it. Although it does sometimes kind of happen naturally when fighting the Jatu. The horses die and then they just kind of sit in front of your army, which is blocking future people. Easy. Good. Onwards. Let's take a very quick look. Nothing there. What do you guys need? A mace and a hood. Interesting. So I wonder what she dropped. Oh no, she didn't. Yeah, she did have a close combat weapon, but it wasn't anything good. She didn't begin with a sword or anything, which is kind of odd, as far as I can remember. We can upgrade some of these guys. Let's get another crossbowman, swordsman, militia, more light infantry, another bowman, another Vacavia horse. Vacavia horse is actually a higher level. They are level 31 with fairly decent proficiencies. Oh, good iron flesh. Weapon master. Every unit in the game has that high weapon master. That's just so that we can manipulate the proficiencies ourselves without any real penalties or limitations. Power strike 5. Tactics I don't think really matters. That doesn't matter. Shield only 4, horse archery 6. They are pretty good horse archers. Oh, except they don't have bows, do they? They're just pure horsemen, I think. Memory serves. I don't usually play with Vacavia too much. They don't tend to suit my playstyle. Pendor recruits. What do we want you to be? Pendor armoured bowmen are really good. We'll go with the archers. And then back to Marleons, and we'll see if we can find that Baron dude, Guidon. And then we'll go off to the east after those guys. Okay, sorry, I'm just checking my timing. Right, marketplace. Let's sell some of this junk. Make a little bit more money, which is always nice. Excellent. Move the cheese up there. Food we have more or less enough of, particularly if we start going hunting for caravans. Roland is 8,000, I want to say, or is he 6? No, Fred's 6. How much money do we have? Just under. No, we won't be able to afford either. Fine. Guidon, he was the other thing I wanted to do, so we'll go to the castle. Chalador, Guidon. There you are. See, you get free relations, so you really want to do that with everyone, because you want to bump up their relations with you for when you actually get your own kingdom. Relations will matter quite a lot for how loyal they are, how much they stick around with you. Oh, pretty sure Elfwine was in that fight. No, apparently not. Okay. Oh, Lord of Ravenstern is being hunted down by Elfwine. Will they fight? Yes. We'll jump into that one. We will help Elfwine. We're actually outnumbered here, but Elfwine's a duke, so he tends to have some really good like household troops. In fact, he might be the Clarion Call. Oh no, he has the Marleon knight dudes, lancers, whatever they're called. Put you there, there. And if I have any cavalry over there, I must remember to dismount. And we'll stand closer. We're getting pretty archer heavy. Not necessarily a bad thing, but you know. Okay, so we are currently assembling up on the hill, which is probably a good call. Wasn't really looking at the terrain when I started this fight. I really must get back into the habit of really checking where everything is. Look at all those cavalry. So we're going to have a pretty blistering first charge, as long as they don't get bogged up by their own infantry, which would kind of suck. Whoa, we're about to get charged ourselves. Yikes. 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 Don't really want to be in front of that. Okay, we got this. Of course, I'm now using a chopping weapon, so our damage against the knight is going to be pretty poor. He's now on the ground, so it'll be easier to hit. Ow. It'd be nice if we could actually kill some of these knights ourselves. They're worth so much experience. Kill one of ours, sorry. Who are you fighting? Killed him, good. Well, it looks like our blistering charge did its job, so we'll just do the charge. Here's their infantry line. That was my kill. Cheek. Stop stealing my kill, Highlanders. These guys hit hard. Yikes, yikes. Yeah, level 7 against a Highlander it's going to be pretty one-sided. Hopefully our cavalry get among their archers fairly soon. I think we do outnumber them, though they are doing a lot of damage to us right now. If you look over here on the left, yeah, we definitely outnumber them. It's just whether we can grind our way through. But it looks like we're doing that. Yeah, we've taken down the Highlanders, and the Highlanders are kind of their hard pocket at this point. And there's still 3 of them. Oh, we still have cavalry, they don't. Our cavalry are going to wreck their archers. Oh, we even have knights. Fantastic. Yeah, we got this. I'm not sure that Elfwine would have won this without our support though, so we're definitely going to get the full 4 experience. We have 22 against 17. It's actually fairly close. Many of our troops are quite low level, and it's mostly archers against archers. And as you know, Ravenstern Rangers are amazing. We can actually move around in this view, can't we? Yes, we can. Sorry, I should have been watching the action. So this is just a ranged fight right now. I do have kind of a private rule. I know you can still give orders when you're dead. I don't tend to do that. Because, you know, I'm dead. I'm knocked out, can't give orders. We might actually lose this, you know. 16 on 13. I think we will. You've got a guy in amongst them, which tends to mean that they lose a couple of shots, as they've all gone to their melee weapons. It's 13 against 12. Ah, the caving manhunter did her job. Well done. So is she an archer then? Oh yeah, we know the manhunters are. It's the KV horses I wasn't sure about. So how many armoured archers do we have? 1, 2, 1. Yeah, we've definitely lost this unfortunately, so we might actually withdraw right now. But I think we're about to get captured. No, we have 6 men left against their 11. I don't have a medic, so I will not have healed much. We're just going to run. We've lost this fight, unfortunately. Yeah, everyone's unhappy. Go away, Bodis. I'd rather stick around and fight for another day. Does mean we lost the bulk of our forces, but we do keep our companions, so we don't need to go and hunt them down again. Which is a bonus. We are going to get a crossbowman. So if we're going to try and fight for Sarleon, then maybe we should start using Sarlian troops. There's 4 of us against 7 of them. We can do that. Up and at them. So it's Diev, Kavira, and... well, crossbowmen? Yeah. Oh, and they have a horseman. Let's stand here and stand closer. In fact, no, let's stand in the water if we can reach it in time. Not sure we can. I might be able to, but I don't think the rest of our team will. Oh, is he a knight? No. We just did a ton of damage to his horse. That means he is now down, which brings us into a melee fight with him. I'm going to play this one a bit more defensively than I usually do, because I know backup is right there. Good. Now we have to cross the water, so we are more vulnerable. So let's keep moving to an angle to the side. Hope they keep missing. Use the tree to our advantage. Watch for their reloads. Thankfully, they are really bad shots. And thankfully, we can one-shot them. Almost. Nice. Don't take aim at me. Cheeky blighter. Ow. Headshot. Victory. Did we lose anyone? Yes. No, we lost the crossbow. That's unfortunate. Nothing I want. They both want black hoods, apparently. That's not worth it. Okay, carrying on. Wow, you really are desperate to kill stuff, aren't you? I have 9 Ravenstern Rangers still alive. That would be too much for us to take down. If they were just like Kier guards or something, I might risk it, but they're not. So I won't. 12 thieves, which is 3 highwaymen and 9 brigands, versus 6 of us. And all of the companions are quite low on health right now, so no, we're not going to risk it. Half the skill of Prophecy of Pendor is knowing when to run the hell away. That is precisely what I'm doing right now. Brave Sir Robin bravely ran away. Is there anyone in Avendor? No. There's an Empire. Oh no, it's Shah. Never mind. Empire is slightly more yellow. Sarlian and Ravenstern have made peace. Huh. Okay, so that means it's just the Empire who's my target now. Anything at Kennet? No. So one of the little tricks that you need to know if you're going to use Sarlian troops is the top tier melee unit for them is halberdiers. You don't always want to fight against the halberdier. Sorry, you don't always want to level up to halberdiers. Sorry, I just need to concentrate here a moment. I've got mostly farmers for this fight. Do have a couple of archers though. Let's send them down. Keep the archers up here. Diev at least should be able to get a few kills. I should. I'm now back up to almost full health. Bodhi's is getting stuck in. Let's take this guy down. Trying to flank me. Oh. Get off your horse. Cute. Just in time for the battle to end. Whoopsie. Okay, so we have liberated this village. They should really like us now. We'll let them keep the items, because it improves relations even more, and the higher the relations are, the more recruits you tend to get. Which is always very helpful. Let's go to Mowbray. No one? Shocking. So we'll go Sarleon. Sorry, of course it's Sarleon. 1 skirmisher, 1 trained militia. We probably want 2 militia for every 1 skirmisher, maybe even 3 militia for every skirmisher, just because infantry units tend to take more casualties. And also we do want to split between the halberdiers, which is what I was trying to say earlier while I got interrupted. Charles, I need to speak to you because we fought in a battle together. See, another relation. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, you want to split between the halberdiers and whatever the other near top tier is. Totally forget what it is. Man-at-arms? Something like that. But it's the sword and board guy. So what you want to do is you want to mix in the sword and boards with the halberds. Is here Rain, Julia, Donovan. Donovan's one that we want. Alicia we don't. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't going to happen. At least I get a free sword. So kind. Mercenary Sergeant. That's new, isn't it?
What are your orders, Captain?
Costs a lot though. So no, I'm not going to do that. Donovan was the one I wanted to look at. Who do you dislike? You dislike Leslie. And as we do not yet have Leslie, that is totally fine. So this is the Barclay dude. Once we have him in on our side, then we can start hiring men from Barclay. So Donovan is now ours. And we've started to realise, you know what? Barclay, they're complete arseholes, but the ones over here aren't too bad. They're the ones who've left home. They're wise. Come on, there's got to be a lord in one of these keeps. There we are. Lord Eric. Sup. And he was also in the fight, so -3 to -2. Excellent. Do you have any tasks? No, I do not want to give you DF. I want you to make me a mercenary. Party is growing quite nicely. We are running a little bit short on cash, but we do have a number of our companions now, though we still don't have Fred, simply because we haven't seen him yet. So what are your skills? I'm pretty sure you're a sword and board. Yep, shield, weapon master, one-hander. Yep, definitely sword and board. Let's see if you have any throwing skill. Power throw 1. Not really worth it, so I'm going to stick you in the infantry ranks with just the sword and board, I think. Yeah, because if we're giving him throwing weapons, then he'll actually slow down. So you want one-handed weapon and shield. Nothing, nothing. Yes. Do not upgrade your horse. Do not make everyone else upgrade, same as you. Anyway, I think that is all we have time for today. We grew a bit, and then we lost that big fight over here with Elfwine on our side, unfortunately. It was very, very close, though. And then we ran away very bravely, and now we're just kind of recouping our losses. We are going to join Sarleon for the short term, just because they have a fight against the Empire, and I think I can take Empire armies, or at least I think the Sarleon can take Empire armies. Eventually, I think I will join the Feardsvane, so we'll see how long this contract with Sarleon lasts, and then we'll basically see where things stand after that. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Mordred. Please do join me for the next episode. If you've enjoyed what you've seen in this one, do like and subscribe. It helps out. Really, really does help out. If you have any tips or advice, please do leave a comment and I will get back to you. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.